Levels of autism. What level of autism does your child have? Seems like a simple question, but it's a complicated answer because of diagnosis definitions. Let me explain. Hi, I'm Dr. Teresa Lyons. I teach parents the cutting-edge science of autism so that you can make the best decision for your child based on quality information. Pre-2013, there were 5 types of autism spectrum disorders. Now, there's only one diagnosis: autism. Let me explain the 5 levels pre-2013. The 3 most common forms of autism in the pre-2013 classification system were autistic disorder, and that's classic autism, Asperger's syndrome, and pervasive developmental disorder not otherwise specified, PDD and OS. These 3 disorders share many of the symptoms, but they differ in their severity and impact. Autistic disorder was the most severe. Asperger's syndrome sometimes was called high-functioning autism, although that label is not descriptive enough to actually be useful, the label meaning high-functioning. And I do have a separate video that goes into the details of the difference between autism and Asperger's, and I'll put a link down below. Nowadays, the label high-functioning and low-functioning, they're controversial because someone could be low-functioning in one area and high-functioning in another area, or vice versa, and it's just really not descriptive. It's very limiting, but I know sometimes it's hard to not use a term like that. And PDD and OS, or atypical autism. And that was considered the less severe out of all the autisms. Childhood disintegrative disorder and Rett syndrome were also among the pervasive developmental disorders, but both are actually rare genetic diseases, so they are usually considered to be separate medical conditions that don't truly belong on the autism spectrum, but there's kind of some overlap and a little bit of a gray area in there. Now that there is only one diagnosis, autism, the hopes were to focus less on the spectrum where the child was and to focus more on just actually helping the child. How to prevent autism, how to test for autism, who diagnoses autism, how to diagnose autism early, does autism get worse with age? These are all videos that I've made, and I'll put the links down below that will help you really understand the initial part of an autism diagnosis. Currently, there is only one level of autism. In the past, there were different diagnoses, but currently there is one level and one diagnosis. If you found this video to be helpful, please hit the like button and also subscribe to my channel to get the cutting-edge scientific information about autism so that you can make the best decision for your child based on quality information.